You know what's cooler than squatting 140 kilograms? This is... No, I'm just kidding. It's not. Welcome to day 17 of 30 of trying to fix your knee pain by giving you one new knee exercise, progressing you up to plyometrics. We are on day 17 of 30, so we are almost 2/3 through. The last 10 days, that's just going to be plyometrics, plyometrics, plyometrics. So if you still have knee pain, take a look at the other videos before this video. Welcome to Lunge Isometrics, where we basically hold a lunge in the position where our knees are going now beyond our toes, and we're just holding it 10 seconds on, and then we switch over. Man, it is so hard to make rehab exercises sexy. Rehab isn't sexy. That's why you shouldn't get injured. I usually like to add some sort of deceleration into this exercise. So I'm starting at the end of the mat and I'm standing on my tiptoes. I'm going to take a very big step ahead, land on my tiptoes, edge into a position where I'm still on my tiptoes, but my knees are very well ahead of my toes. And we're just going to hold it. Hold an isometric hold, focus on grabbing the ground with your knees, and you are just tensing in a way where you're not giving yourself any knee pain, but you're still holding that acute joint angle in your knee. Count to 10, and then you are going to come back up to standing. Staying on your tiptoes, and you will just coming in, really lean in, hold that isometric hold, knee still going in the direction of your second toe, keeping that varus, not caving into valgus, but keeping it nice and open, tensing through your calves, tensing through your hamstrings, quads, make sure our knees aren't hurting. Once you're up to 10, you can come back up. And it's going to be boring. You're going to be like, wow, these exercises, my muscles aren't screaming in the way it's meant to be screaming in a normal, traditional, concentric, eccentric exercise. Like, why are we doing this? And then the reason why we're doing this is because when we practice these isometric holds for function later, for our badminton game later, for our basketball game later, we're going to be more accustomed to this joint position, sprinting off in another direction, or at least decelerating in without causing ourselves any pain in our knees. Our knees are now trained so that at least we can habitualize to some sort of joint pattern, some sort of loading before we spring up into another step. So isometric holds, knees going beyond our toes now. And if you're still getting pain when you edge your knees beyond your toes, start back with the previous videos that we've done. Start doing hip hinge, knees before toes, before you start coming into this type of movement pattern. Try it, 5 reps on each side. That's 50 seconds in total, no more than a minute.